Thank you for attending the Week of Kindness. Coming up next is another powerful, impactful, amazing speaker. Get your notepad out, get your pen. Let's get ready and enjoy.
Hey guys, what's going on? You are watching the Week of Kindness celebrity interview stage portion of the event, and I am joined by the founder, the creator, the queen of the WOK stage, Week of Kindness and Gratitude, Tony Kaufman. Tony, how you doing?
I'm doing great, Eric, and I'm doing super because one of my heroes is here. Hey, Kate.
Oh, you're so sweet, Tony.
You ruined my introduction there, Tony. I had a special introduction all set up, but yeah, guys, we have a very, 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 very close friend of mine. We're proud to call her part of the Easy Way family, but she's like family to us. Me and my dad. Kate, we've known you for I don't know, well over 15 years or something like that. I forgot how many red carpets we've walked on together. But a lot, yeah. I don't think you've ever missed one of my birthdays. I'm 40 years old, so that should tell you guys something.
Wow, yeah.
All right, so Kate Linder is, she's part of the cast. She plays Esther Valentine on The Young and the Restless and not trying to age her. I know she doesn't look a day over 21, but for over 40 years ago in April 1982. That's when I was born.
Oh my God. I know. When you say that, I go, oh my goodness.
So she remains a key member of the top rated daytime drama cast. And on April 10th, 2008, Linda received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. And she was elected as 2 terms as the Television Academy Governor of the Daytime Programming Peer Group, and was elected to multiple terms of SAG-AFTRA as a board member. And so Kate's featured films credits include Hysteria, Erased, Miss Meadows, Gary Marshall's Mother's Day, Voice of the Stone, The Charnel House, and so many others. And she is a spokesperson for the ALS Association. And her resume goes way longer than that. We want to have time enough to interview her if I keep talking about her. So without further ado, let's bring her to the stage. Kate Linder. Hey, Kate.
Thanks. Hi, Eric. I was just actually, I'll have to fix this because I just now am the new governor for the performers group at the TV Academy. So I just started that. So that's
cool. Since we're speaking of the TV stuff, Kate, I'm sure a lot of the awesome WOK audience out there would love to know, what is it like being at the Emmys and not just being at the Emmys, but being a superstar? I mean, I've seen you on those carpets, and the press just like they sit there drinking their coffee, just waiting for Kate. Oh, there's that just went by. I don't care about her. Where's Kate Linder? Where's Kate Linder?
Oh, Eric, you're so sweet. No, I'm honored to be, part of your carpets and of course the Emmy carpets, and I'm honored to be there. So it's great that daytime Emmys actually are going to be coming up sometime in June. So, and we're celebrating the 50th anniversary of Young and the Restless. That's going to be
50th year.
Yeah,
so you said it, not me. Wow.
Yeah. Half a century, and then 40 and counting for me, thank goodness, and 50 for the show. It's just mind-boggling to me, when I was only supposed to be there for one day in the first place.
Well, we are so happy to have a 50-year veteran of the Young and the Restless and Hollywood's Walk of Fame star holder on the Week of Kindness stage with standout stars, sponsored by Better Vision for Children. I know you're a big advocate for charity, the ALS Association and all that. Tony.
Hi.
I'm giving you the microphone. It's your stage. Go ahead and ask the first question.
No, I love it. And, as a casting director, Kate, I'm really interested in that one thing you just said. I was only supposed to be there for one day. May I hear this story? It sounds amazing.
Yeah, this is a great story. And I don't know if you knew Tom Palmer. He was he was the casting director of our show years ago. He's since passed away, but I went in on a general interview with him, and I left him a tape, some of my work, and I went home and thought, oh boy, is this ever going to happen? And then a little while later, his assistant, who was Jill Newton at the time, called, and she said, Tom's finished with your tape. I said, already? She went, yeah, it's weird. She said, he usually doesn't do this, but after you left, he walked right in and, he looked at it. I said, okay, well, I'll be down in a couple of days. I'll pick it up. Well, a couple of days later, he called me and he said, look, I have this part. He said, it's really small. If you blink, you're going to miss it. And he said, but I'm looking for something for you. I'm looking for something else for you on the show, but right now this is what I have. And that usually doesn't happen because, once you do something on a show or any show, that's it. You usually can't come back. But I said yes. And here we are 40 years and counting later. So, and he told me, because he did a lot of seminars, and he said he would always use me as an example because most people probably wouldn't have taken that. And the line was, it had to be great acting because my family never heard it, because it was dinner is served. That was the line.
Wait, it's not 5 words. You didn't get SAG payment.
So, so I've treated my whole career, all these years, like that. Because you just never know. So.
That's so true. I have an entire talk on you never know who's watching.
Oh.
It fits right in. But this is wonderful. And Eric, just to make it feel even worse, so I'm about to head off in March to my 50th high school reunion.
Wow.
So that should tell you a little. I've got kids your age, Eric.
Well, I am privileged. I feel awesome, feeling like a son. I got my 2 industry moms on the stage here. So Kate, since this is called the Week of Kindness and Gratitude, and it's all about having gratitude, appreciation, and being kind. I know I've known you for many years. We've done a lot of the great things together, and you've been so kind to show, so kind to be humble and to show support for us as we were coming up, as we were growing. What do you think it is that happened in your life? What do you think it is that made you give people like us a chance and say, oh yeah, I know I go to the Emmys and I get invited to Oprah's house to have dinner. I don't know if you do or not. I'm sure you do. But I'm going to go and support this up and coming independent event and walk this red carpet and support. What do you think happened in your life that made you so humble and show kindness like that?
Well, my parents, of course, taught me that how important it is to give back. And I feel so very, very fortunate because you see, this is all I ever wanted to do. I wanted to be an actress. I didn't want to be anything else. I didn't want to be whatever little girls want to be, like teachers, nurses, mother, whatever. I just always told my parents, this is what I want to be. I want to be an actress. And they went, ay. Well, they hoped I would grow out of it, I think, because, back then too, though they were so supportive, they didn't have a clue, how to help me do that. And I feel even now I take one step forward, few steps back, and I just keep going. And so it's so great for me to be able to give back. And the show has afforded me that opportunity because then people, might want me at a certain event or something, then I'm able to help them and help, and be able to give back. Like I do teas in Canada for March of Dimes Canada. We've got one coming up in June, and I bring Young and the Restless people up there and to be able to help. I work for the LA Mission and serving in Christmas and Easter and summer and what because I just feel so lucky that I don't have to press the snooze button. I like to get up and I like to go to work. I like to be on. I wouldn't be here with you guys. I wouldn't be able to be any of this. And Eric, when I first met you, you're so giving and kind and you give back. And if you ask me, why did I do this? Because, you remind me of myself, you don't give up. no matter what anyone says. And I've had a lot of people say, no, you can't do that. No, that's ridiculous. I had an agent and went to see an agent in I'll never forget this, in San Francisco. And if I took a meeting and they said, well, you better stick to the stage, because that's how I started, a singer dancer, and that's how I started. So you better stick to the stage because it's far enough away and you don't look good enough for television and film. That's, and I never forgot that. And of course I was crushed that day, but I allowed myself to be crushed. Yeah. For one day when I got my star, I wanted to have them there so badly. But anyway.
I'm right there. I'm right there with you, Kate, because I had the same people tell me the same things. As you know, I'm an actor too. I produce now and doing a lot of things in Hollywood. But they said that you gotta get your teeth fixed, or you gotta get your nose fixed, or you have to make sure that you lose some weight or gain some weight or whatever. Everybody's got some opinion, but I think that those people that say those things, they're just unhappy with themselves. And they just want to be bitter and be depressing. And, you get what you give. And when you give depressing stuff, that you're going to get depressing, you're going to get negative things. So I try to give as much positivity as possible to the universe, to God, to reality, whatever you want to call it. And I get back so many more blessings. I get people like yourself supporting, being on the WOK stage. And I'll tell you guys too, I actually contacted Kate, and believe me, no one else in history can do this, because Kate, you have to book her like a year in advance to do anything with her. But I actually called her up and I was like, Kate, this is an awesome stage. It's perfect for you. You're one of our legends. You have the Volunteer of the Year award. We named that award after you. This is so perfect for you. It's called the Week of Kindness stage. And I mean, you didn't even ask a question. You're like, oh, okay, Eric wants me to be on the stage. I don't know what I'm doing, but okay, when am I when I'm going to be there, and what am I supposed to do? But you have 1,500 people or 1,000 people watching this interview right now and learning from your footsteps.
Yeah.
And not to make you nervous, you get butterflies now? No,
Always. I always do.
That's what makes you good.
That's the count.
Every single one of us.
Yeah.
When I had the rejection talk,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So okay, this interview is called Living Young and Restless. Okay. And so those people that are watching right now that might want to be an aspiring actor or actress, or might want to be an aspiring producer or writer, or might want to do something in entertainment, what tips of advice, what secret sauce can you share with us that helped you book your first jobs? And maybe you could share that story with us, what your first job was, if you can remember it.
Well, I mean, Eric, I call it working the program, because for me, you can't look at what the end result is. I mean, when I started, I just wanted to do what I do and what I love to do. So, but working the program, it's a business. It's called show business for a reason. It's and you have to treat it as such. It's a business of show. That's what it is. So I still go to class. I still go to my acting class, still go to my dance class, still go to my voice lessons. And I just put, like we were talking, one foot in front of the other, and keep working the program. And I don't look for the end result. I mean, I remember, we'll go to the Pantages Theater here in Hollywood, or go to the theater and see the stars out there. And I said, to my husband, Ron, I said, gosh, can you imagine? I wonder what that would be like. Never thinking ever that I would receive one. And so I'm still in awe. I can't believe it. I have to go there periodically, make sure it's still there. It's just so amazing to me. And I'm so very honored. Very honored.
Love it. Just love
Well,
it.
Now, you gotta make sure you put a word in edgewise to the Hollywood Walk of Fame board, or whoever chooses that, and tell them if they put me on there, I'll put them on the Easy Way Wall of Fame.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So Kate, are there any of your favorite memories but when you were, first of all, how did they tell you were going to get a star? Were you super excited about
Oh, well,
that?
this is an amazing story too, because, okay, so still am a flight attendant for United Airlines. And I've been, all these years I juggled, both jobs. I will fly on the weekends and, so I could work the show during the week, or I trade my trips around. And anyway, I was going to Denver and back. And I didn't tell anyone I was going because it was a really early morning trip. And so I was just going to go and come back. So I thought, well, I better check my messages because no one knew I was gone. So I'm listening. We got to Denver and I'm checking my messages. And there was a message from Johnny Grant, who was the honorary mayor of Hollywood at the time. And he's saying, I'm listening, and it's really early, by the way, so I'm kind of, what's he saying? He said, okay, I just want to tell you congratulations. And I'm thinking, what? Oh, well, the show had just won Best Show in Emmy. So I thought, well, maybe, how nice of him. Maybe he was calling for that. I thought that was so nice. And he says, because I still get chills when I say this. You, Kate Linder, are receiving a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. And I still to this day can't believe it. I couldn't believe it then. And of course, I just started, I was like, oh my God. So I'm crying. This other flight attendant comes up and goes, what's wrong? What's wrong? She thought something wrong is wrong. And now passengers are getting on boarding the flight. I'm the purser, which means I'm in charge of the flight. And I'm not supposed to be crying in the galley. And I don't know what I'm doing. And she's go in there, call if you, and I'm calling, my husband, I'm calling my parents, I'm calling my manager, Sandra, I'm calling my publicist, Brenda. I can't believe it. And so then the captain came out, and he goes, what is going on around here? So, someone told him. So anyway, when we took off, when the captain comes on and, says who he is and all that guy, he says, well, ladies and gentlemen, thought you'd like to know that our purser today, Kate Linder, just found out that she's receiving a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. So the passengers knew, found out. And then here I was, I'm thinking there's something about uniforms in me because I have my flight attendant. I mean, I've just had crazy stories, flying, but that was probably the most amazing one.
Love it. You brought us right into it. I absolutely love it.
I didn't know you were such a good paint the picture storyteller. Sorry.
Oh, she's fabulous.
Yeah, no, like that just I felt like I was there sitting in the plane seat, like what learning and everything.
Oh, but too bad we didn't have the cell phones to capture the whole moment at that time, right?
Yeah,
like
no
all
one,
the selfies.
Yeah, I mean, it was.
I bet you. Do you remember? And this is probably the toughest question ever. But how sometimes celebrities know the paparazzi. They know some of the people that follow them stuff. I bet you the first person that shot you, that papped you, finding out that you got a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, that like broke that story. Do you remember any of the press or anybody that?
Oh, I know totally, because Roger Carnbat actually he's retired now. I'm sure you knew him, Eric. He was everything. And he is the first one that took pictures of me, when I first got on the show, when my character didn't even have a name or anything. And I've always, been so grateful to him. And because he was the one that would do, Kate, and I wasn't even Kate then, because my real name is Kathy. Oh, I'm telling you all this stuff. Okay, so it was way back when we were talking like 40 years, over 40 years ago now.
So you do realize, Tony, you just got like the biggest exclusive ever. Like, nobody really knows now all the WOK people. You guys better feel special for that one.
No, absolutely. And by the way, Kate, in Texas, I'm known as the nice casting director because I don't treat anybody bad. Yeah,
Well,
I've worked with a couple of them that made children feel bad. And I'm like, why would you want to do this?
Mhm.
Don't
So
do
you
this.
want people to be good, Tony,
I
because
do.
if that's your job, you have to find the right person, and it makes your
That's right.
job easier if that first person coming
Oh,
in
yes.
is the one.
Yeah, it's, and that's exactly what I
want to be
tell
the
them.
one,
Yeah.
and be the one. So,
Oh, I'm waiting for the right role before I give you a call.
Oh, yay. Well, I'm
This-
here. I'm
You
here.
are here forever.
This,
Thank
this
you,
has
Eric.
just been too much fun, guys. But unfortunately, the time is up. Time flies when you're having fun. That's for sure. But I want to point this out to everybody. Kate Linder is actually our spokesperson pretty much for charity. She's one of our faces, along with John Carr and Frank Shankwitz, the creator of the Make-A-Wish Foundation. But Kate is the legend for the Volunteer of the Year Award. So if you guys are volunteers and you support charity and you are kind to others, then you can be nominated for Kate Linder, wherever she is, wherever you're watching, Kate Linder's award called the Kate Linder Volunteer of the Year Legend Award in the Easy Way Awards Golden Gala. We are going to be looking for nominees for that award.
Yeah.
And if you win that award, Kate herself will actually be presenting it to you. And so I just wanted to point that out. And it was our honor to honor you, Kate. We're doing our best to help legends become legacies, and you're already both. But we're just gonna, triple up that legendary legacy status that you have. And thank you so much for coming on the WOK stage with us today and hanging out with our WOK audience, which stands for Week of Kindness. Me and Tony really enjoyed the interview. And last closing words, was there any offers or anything you want to talk about the ALS Association or your Wall of Fame profile or anything in closing that we might have missed?
Well, no, I'm just, of course, honored to be here with all of you. And I'm honored to be able, like I said, to be able to give back. It's very, very important to me. And I do that as much as I can. And I have, my tea coming up in Canada and in Toronto in June. We've had to make them virtual the last few years. We're hoping this one is going to be in person. So I'm looking forward to that. But anyway, I'm honored to be with all of you, and thank you for including me. It means a great deal to me.
Thank you for joining us. And also too, we were very appreciative to have you and Trey Ireland host this year's award. So February 11th, guys, you'll see Kate and Trey Ireland hosting the Easy Way Awards Golden Gala, the 3rd annual. And if you want to connect with Kate and follow her and hang out with her the easy way, you see on the left of her little head there, you look so tiny. We got to move your camera down a little bit. But it says a QR code. It says scan to create your account. So you can actually create your account and you can hang out with Kate and follow her. And Kate, would you, if they did follow you, if they connected with you on the Easy Way Wall of Fame, would you message them back? Would you connect with our WOK audience?
I would love to, and if for some reason, you can always go to katelinder.com too, and everything is right there. You can just click on it, and Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all that kind of thing, in case, because I don't know. I mean, I'm not totally technically challenged, but as you both know, I get
Don't
there.
lie. You rely on me for the tech.
I
get
get there.
texts every.
Yeah, definitely. But I try my best, believe me.
No, you do. You actually did really well. You got your background on with no help at all. I was proud of you. No team. But thank you so much, Kate. Tony, this has been awesome. We really appreciate you coming on to the WOK stage today, Kate. And if you guys have any questions, you want to connect with Kate or any of the speakers and the celebrities that we have on this stage, make sure that you go to weekoFkindness.com, and as well as you can see easywaynetwork.com, create your account. Tony, back to you.
I'm just going to say 2 things. Como siempre, as always, Kate, te amo. I love you. Thank you, Eric.
Thank you, guys.
Wow. I hope you enjoyed that just as much as I did. Thank you so much for all of that great information. Hey, we're not done yet. So just relax. We're going to continue on with our next speaker in just a few moments.